Wednesday, May 27th, 2020. We are here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We are walking around. Again, spent most of the day just working on stuff, getting ready for the day that we're able to reopen to the public. Unfortunately, we are still not. Just spending this time wisely, though. A lot of things being worked on today. Doug was here again. He saw a little more jitter in the zookeeper monitors, so he tended to that. And that should be 100% now. It's been such a rough road getting that 100%, but I thought we had it a while ago and just developed a new persistent problem. It's been one of those things where going through every machine, making sure that they're going to be great for the time that we are able to reopen, double checking everything that we've already done. Shout outs to Rory and Paul DeCruz. Lumbo joining us. That guy played Titan in Dark Presence. His character's a little overpowered, I think, in Dark Presence. I think we might have to nerf him a bit, but we'll see. Brian saying, sell me your Killer Instinct 2. Absolutely not. Too many people love Killer Instinct 2. And if it's here at the arcade, we don't sell it. It's an odd one. I'm not sure why we're having so many connection problems. We're going to head back over. I'd hoped to walk around the third and fourth buildings a little bit more today, but unfortunately it looks like we're going to be back in the main arcade building. Shout outs to Jay and Sean. Thank you for being here, man. Have a good evening. Dennis and Tim and Ed and Charles. Hello. Ed, good afternoon. Can't wait to have you all back out. It's been too long. But, we're using this time wisely. We're been doing a lot of rearranging, still a lot of cabinets out of place. Sam was here earlier. He was pushing some stuff back in. Tim saying, howdy, folks. How's your day? Hope your day has been well. It's been great. They're all good. Can't wait to have everybody back. We definitely miss everybody. It's not the same without everybody being here. It's been a good time, though, just getting everything ready and looking great and playing great, and shouldn't be too much longer, hopefully. Jesse saying, what's good, Doc? How's the arcade looking? Well, we got our Neo Geo stuff sorted a little bit better. That's looking getting all lined up. It's a lot of Neo Geos right there. Got Prehistoric Isle. This was in the Shmups room. This is here now. All the Metal Slugs and Top Hunter. Metal Slug 6. We've upgraded all of our 4-slot Neo Geos to be 6-slot Neo Geos. Not all of them, but most of them. Ghost Pilot, Mutation Nation, Robo Army, Viewpoint, Windjammers. Love Windjammers. Such a good game. And Twinkle Star Sprites, both King of Monsters, Aero Fighters 2 and 3, Puzzle Bobble, Magical Drop. Then the big row of all the King of Fighters, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, Neo Wave, and King of Fighters 11, 12, and 13. And then on the other side, Waku Waku 7, all 3 Art of Fightings, both World Heroes, Breaker's Revenge, Genryu, Last Resort, Ironclad, 8-Man, Fighters History Dynamite, Galaxy Fight, Polestar, Shock Troopers 1 and 2, Blazing Star, Magician Lord, Nam 1975, Zed Blade, Double Dragon, the last arcade Double Dragon, and it was better than its predecessor, Double Dragon 3, of course. Strikers 1945 Plus, Nightmare in the Dark, all 3 Fatal Furies, Garo, Mark of the Wolves, and then both Last Blades. And then all 5 Samurai Showdowns, followed by Samurai Showdown 6. So definitely love the Neo Geos. And we've got quite a few. Glad to have them all grouped together finally. Mike saying, always looking forward to the live stream. Thank you so much for that. Everybody's been so supportive of us doing these. It's been very, very humbling to have so many people tuning in, so we appreciate that. Lumbo saying Titan needs Akuma's Raging Demon. Man, every hit Titan does is like, it's that much damage. It's like an Akuma's Raging Demon. David Hagner joining us. Hello. Tim saying, don't nerf Titan. He's a boss character who's not meant to be fair. He's just a regular playable character. He's quite the beast, though. Michael saying, is it true there's a Tekken 10 arcade machine? I thought the highest is 7. Nothing. Somebody maybe saw Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Maybe they thought that was Tekken 10. But yeah, they're not on 10 yet. Paul DeCruz saying, can we see the Arkanoid lineup? We can. Let me go back over by that. It's right back here. Arkanoid and Arkanoid Revenge of Doe we've got in a 2-in-1 cabinet. Uh-oh. Might not be able to show those as they're over there, but they're blocked off a little bit. Maybe we can go around the other way. Shout out to George. Thank you for being here. And Fat Chris, what is up, man? Hope you are doing well. Samuel saying, do you have the Neo Geo with Spin Master? We don't have Spin Master. Paul asking, do you have rival schools in Cyber Sled? We do have rival schools. Don't have Cyber Sled on the floor, but then again, it doesn't mean that it's not in the vaults. You never know what's in the vaults. Besides, you do know there's a lot of good games in the vaults, and we can't wait to get them on the floor for you. Tim saying, this is definitely a day I could use at the arcade. I'm sure many people could say that. Yeah, it's the phone has been ringing so much, and every time I pick up, it's people saying they can't wait to come back. So we just can't wait to have you. It can't come soon enough. So hopefully it won't be too much longer. Shout outs to Lars, thank you for being here. Hello. And Master Tech Ken Walker from Galloping Ghost Pinball, thank you for being here. Fat Chris saying, hope you guys have a productive Wednesday. You know, it's crazy getting here. Like, I get here at about 6, and I've been staying till 8:30 or 9 or so. And the days are just flying by. There's so much to do. Here's our Arkanoid and Arkanoid 2, Revenge of Doe. Didn't have much to do on it. The start buttons, there was a start button issue. Just a 2-second fix. Was nothing. Shout outs to Chris Alexander. Thank you for being here, man. One of the legends of Mortal Kombat, the last Mortal Kombat actor to film in Mortal Kombat trilogy. Also, Jeff Nauman joining us, and one of the legends of the industry, who we should be having some of his cabinets available on Friday. You know, Jeff Nauman, known for making some amazing games. Rampage World Tour. You'll join us on Friday for our live auction. It's going to be amazing. And thank you, Jeff, so much for being here. Very excited for it. Lars saying, not sure if you answered my question in the last walk around because I fell asleep, but do you have a Atari System 2 row corner? I would love to see it. So we are working on getting all of our Atari games grouped up together. I was talking with Sam today about how we're going to start moving things around. I think we're going to start with our next aisles that we're doing. We just finished the Neo Geo stuff. So now the Williams row has to move. We've got an amazing Williams row, but it's too many games for where it's at. So what was Tempest, this used to be Tempest right here. This whole fighting row, this is going to be the new Williams row. And these rows here, what was the Williams row and the Atari row that started with Centipede, this will become, this whole column, both sides will be Atari. So we're going to have all the System 1 games with the Peter Packrat and Road Blaster, Indiana Jones, Marble Madness, Roadrunner. Those will all be lined up. And then we're going to do the Vector games and black and white games like Battlezone and Red Baron, Asteroids Deluxe. So, and then some more classics in there. So that'll be really, really cool. Very anxious for that. So definitely going to be grouping the Atari stuff soon. Lumbo saying he's not the boss. That would be Mindmaster. Mindmaster is tough to play against. Yes, Mindmaster is extremely difficult. Paul saying Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become the valiant knight on a quest to rescue the princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. The opening lines of Dragon's Lair, how amazing is that? Worminator saying, how does the grid work? Oh, the grid is, we have to take one of the trackballs apart, but we've got our grid set up over there. 6 grid cabinets. We tracked down the grommets for the grid, so those are all centering properly, and very anxious to have people back on whatever Saturday we open up. I'm sure the grid will be full on. Amazing game. Another update on the Monday mystery game, and thank you all for joining us on Monday. We did a double Monday mystery game. We did Space Invaders Deluxe, released from Midway back in 1980. And then on Facebook Live, we put up Stunt Cycle, released from Atari back in 1976. 2 classics, both black and white. We were having a little bit of monitor issue with Stunt Cycle, and that has been fixed. Doug knocked that out this morning. And this cabinet art, how cool is this cabinet art? Yeah, we don't often get to show it with as tight as the games are, but that Stunt Cycle cabinet art is just really, really impressive. Both sides pretty nice. Same thing with Space Invaders. Get the invaders throwing missiles and stuff. Just so cool. I love the side art on all these cabinets. Tecmo Bowl down there. Don't get to see that too often. But it's one of those things. I wish we had more room. We would spread them out a little bit so everybody could see that. But at least they're all here. Tim saying, I look forward to getting my butt kicked by them then. Paul DeCruz saying, sending love to all of you in this stream. Consider you all my family. Thank you so much for that, man. That's awesome. It's great to see how many friendships have been formed throughout the years here at Galloping Ghost. Like people just coming in, and some people just watching the high scores and stuff. They're like, oh, I know that guy. And it's like, oh, you've met him? He's like, no, I just have heard so much about him. I feel like I know him. So very awesome. Let's see, Sean saying, hey, Doc, digging the walkarounds. Great way to be in the arcade in spirit. Thank you so much for that. And putting in 100 stars. Very much appreciated, man. That's awesome. Worminator saying, I'm calling as soon as you read this. Well, we'll see about that. Are we taking a call? Are we taking a call from Worminator today? I don't have speakerphone, unfortunately, but let's take a call. Galloping Ghost Arcade. Worminator, what is up? Just doing a live stream. Oh, awesome, man. I appreciate it, man. Sounds good, man. I will see you then. Thank you, man. Talk to you soon. Bye. Worminator calling in live just to say thanks for the streams and that he's going to be here the first Monday mystery that we're able to open up. So awesome to get to talk to Worminator. Thank you for being such a supporter, man. That's very awesome. Great to talk to you. Cannot wait to have you back, man. Chris Larson joining us. Thank you for being here. Brian asking, do we have any pinball playfields for sale? We do not, unfortunately, but there definitely won't be any pinball playfields this auction. But maybe there'll be some pins for sale. Again, we've got some legends of the industry who are looking to move some machines. So do not miss this Friday's live auction at 5 p.m. It is Chris Larson asking what time. Central is the auction? Yep. Friday, 5 p.m. Central. Join us for the next Galloping Ghost online auction. It's going to be awesome. The last one, we did about an hour and a half or so. A lot of fun. We've got a lot of stuff to move and some pretty awesome stuff. So don't miss it. Dan saying, will you guys be opening this Friday as we go into phase 3? Unfortunately, we will not be opening this Friday. We don't have our official date yet, so we will have to keep you posted. We're going to keep doing these live walk-around videos until that time comes. It's been, we haven't missed a day yet. There's been a stream every single day since the lockdown started. We've been here. We try to make them right around 5 p.m. If it's Monday, we're over on Twitch. If it's Tuesday, usually we're doing it at the very least on Tuesdays, we do the live rebroadcast of the Monday Mystery Game. But every other day, it's new streams, new walk-arounds, talking about new things, showing off new artwork on cabinets, and just keeping everybody together. And appreciate everybody that's been tuning in every single day. Darren, hello. John Fabian is watching. Thank you for being here, man. Jay giving the thumbs up for Rampage. Who doesn't love Rampage? Who do you play when you're playing Rampage? Who are you playing? Are you George or Lizzie or Ralph? I always played Lizzie, being the Godzilla fan I am. Let's see. Michael Weber saying, hey Doc, heard gaming industry's opening Friday. Hope it's true. Unfortunately, not here in Illinois. Starting to hear rumblings of some arcades opening up, but we have not gotten the go-ahead just due to the size yet. But hopefully soon. It feels like it's clearing up. I've heard people are taking their vitamin D and D3 and think it's going to be not too much longer. So we'll see. Brian asking, I'm so sorry that I have to keep asking, but did you reveal a reopening date yet? No, unfortunately, not yet. Hopefully soon. Just can't wait. I can't wait. I'm as anxious as everybody in the stream. We've got so many people calling and supporting and sending emails and messages, and guys like Jimbo. Got Zookeeper here. What an awesome game. This was when we got it. We had the boards for Zookeeper, and I was commissioned to do a Elevator Action 2 cabinet, and they wanted it in an original Taito cabinet. So I called some of the friends and saw who had any Taito cabinets, and our good friend Jeremy Fox over at Prince Arcades happened to have one, and he sold it to us for a good price. He dropped it off, and the sides were all black. And the first thing, anytime I get a cabinet, it's like, oh, what was this? And I just scratched a little bit of the paint off. This was all black, and it was this orange color. And I knew that this was an original Zookeeper cabinet. Somebody had painted over it, and it had been through a lot. It had some, looks like it had some damage to it over the years, but it cleaned up really nice. Me and Danielle spent some time getting off all that black paint and revealing that beautiful original artwork. And now it's here. We restored we didn't do a full restoration because we wanted to be able to show that this game had been through a lot. It was converted to so many different things, and it almost got converted to an Elevator Action 2. But we were able to get it back to be an original Zookeeper, which is awesome. Again, the one super nice thing about having all these cabinets pulled out, you get to see this crazy artwork that we don't normally get to see. You got Warlords. This artwork here, so cool. When we saw this at MGC, it was like, oh, we have to have that. It's control panel art. Just so awesome. Very, very awesome game. Happy to have that. That was so memorable when we picked that up at Midwest Gaming Classic. Shout-outs to Greg. Thank you for being here. Lumbo saying the grid makes me cringe and reminds me of getting hit in my back with the chair during the Matt Mania run. I hear you, man. The grid players are pretty enthusiastic. Maybe not as probably up there with the Blitz players and the NBA Jam players. Jay saying good luck when you open back up. You have an awesome arcade. Thank you so much for that. Very much appreciated. Shout outs to Dan Icavelli. It is 5 o'clock. What is up? We are here streaming again. Showing off games, and there's one for Fat Chris. Final Fight right there. One of the rare Sonic Championship. Very rare game. Original dedicated cabinet. So many games here. Todd Friedman joining us. Hello, what is up? Thank you for being here, man. Paul, is there a time limit when you are on a game considering the other players? We've never really had time limits here. It's never really been an issue. There's 770 machines here, so it's like if somebody's on the game that you're wanting to play, they're going to be off it unless they're doing like a crazy high score run, but then we'll know. But most of the players, they're very respectful of anybody and ask if they're looking to get in on a game. So we've never really had that problem here. Todd Friedman saying, when are you opening? Still don't know yet. Hopefully soon, but we will definitely let you know. And we're not going to be quiet about it. We're going to be shouting it from the rooftops when we're able to have everybody back in. Space Duel. Yeah, Road Blaster right there. Road Blasters, I should say. Paperboy. That control panel. So, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Worminator saying, always a good talk, Doc. Thank you, man. Sean saying, that was awesome, Worminator. Great call. Paul saying, do you have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday deal, or is it $60? Yeah, normally, depending on... I'd have to, off the top of my head, I don't even know the price of our week pass, but I'll have to look that up. Let's see. Brian saying, what's a good company to buy good arcade cabinets from? Are you looking for original or new builds? Like Prince Arcade sells awesome rebuild or brand new builds and customs and stuff. If you're looking for just random new games, it depends. It depends on what you're looking for. Definitely feel free to hit me up on online on private message, and I can steer you in the right direction. David asking, I may have missed it, but will there be a gameplay stream tonight? Currently, I don't have anything lined up, unfortunately. Hopefully soon, though. I was just talking with Danielle. She's anxious to pick what game she's going to play next. So I'm personally anxious. I want to see what she's going to play. She mastered Flicky and put up 24,119,640 in Flicky. So we'll see what she takes on next. Maybe Darius or X Multiply or Blueprint. So we'll see. We'll see. Lars saying, trying to squeeze in all games in my game room and rearrange a bit. What would you suggest is a minimum width of the aisles between cabinets? Would you rearrange by genre, manufacturer cabinet, form factor, or maybe release year? Oh, man, that is a tough question, and we're having that same struggle here. There's games like Galaga 88. It's do you put it in the Galaxian Galaga 3, Galaga 88? Or do you put it in with the Atari games? Or do you put it in with the System 1 cabinets? It's tough. I think you'll, I normally put, cabinets together, go by company, and then, obviously, game. And I do try to go by year as well, so... It's interesting. That's one of the fun things. Back when I had my Sega Genesis collection, I used to have them all. I had over 700 Genesis games, and that was the big thing. I would take them all down and reorganize them, and it would take hours and hours and hours. I think we had the pictures of them around here somewhere. Let's see. Maybe we'll find them later. But... yeah, I was always changing up the games by from just straight alphabetical to the company that put them out. One time I even did SKU order, which was that was time consuming to do. But now I remember a bunch of Sega Genesis SKUs, which has not helped me in life. But, oh well. Sean saying, more stars for the arcade star Doc Mack. Savage Quest was one of my favorite Monday Mystery games you put out during the lockdown. Looking forward to playing that one. Thank you so much for that. Another 100 stars donated. Thank you very much, man. Savage Quest is so good. We've had it off for a little bit, and it's just over here. And I can't wait to watch everybody play this one. They're going to have so much fun on it. Tim saying, are there any games that you've resurrected from the dead or the others would consider lost causes? Beavis and Butthead was one that we got that because the guy had it for over 20 years and he just said he'd given up on it. And that was one, we got it running in 24 hours. Figured out that it was the optical drive, the CD drive, and figured out that it was going to use the same drive that a Panasonic 3DO would use. So we went and got a Panasonic 3DO and cobbled it all together, and it started up. That was an amazing game to get running. But there's been so many games that when we received them, they weren't working. Our first batch of 114 machines, only 8 of them turned on. So that was an amazing thing to see them come back on one by one. And then when we opened, we had 130 machines on the floor. So it was definitely an interesting thing. And really the kind of trial by fire to make sure that we could fix these games. So, I had built an arcade cabinet up. Having so many things to fix at one time, it really threw it all out there quick. It was like, well, you're going to learn this stuff. And you're going to learn so many games and learn it all right now because you have to. Ninja Baseball Batman, so rare. The Angry Video Game Nerd has an awesome video on Ninja Baseball Batman. Crime City, Vampire Savior 2. Freeze, this is an unreleased Atari prototype game. Super cool. One of the games that, there was like 6 games that Atari got canceled. The other being Beavis and Butthead and Primal Rage 2. So, it's awesome to have unreleased games here. Red Baron, Lunar Lander, Crystal Castles, Buck Rogers. You can say, what's with this lineup? That doesn't really make any sense. Well, I know. We're just in the process of moving stuff, so there's some weird games lineups going on now, but it's going to be very well organized by the time everybody is able to return, so we can't wait for it. Paul saying, Brucina and Mama Carol send their love, Doc. They're glad I am now part of this amazing community. Thank you so much for that. And hello, Brucina and Carol. Thank you both for tuning in. And Paul, man, it's amazing. Been so awesome to get to chat with you. And very much happy that you are a part of this community as well. Jay saying, hoping to see a Goonies machine in the arcade someday. Keep watching Monday Mystery. You never know. Monday's coming up. I'm already getting kind of thinking about what's going to go on the floor. I haven't been given that much thought. Jose asking, any more auctions coming up? Absolutely. This Friday. It's Wednesday right now. This Friday, 5 p.m., the live stream will be down at our production offices, and we're going to have another live auction. It is going to be, the stuff we're putting out is going to be awesome. We've got some cabinets from some of the legends of the industry and some artwork and some other awesome stuff. So do not miss it. Some rare pieces. Gary saying, can we see Splatterhouse, and do you have any cool stories about the cabinet? So that was, I remember I got that board on auction. It popped up on eBay. And this was very early on. This was a game that I really wanted to have here at the arcade. And we were driving back. I remember we were driving back from Midwest Gaming Classic, and I was sitting there in the truck, and I was talking with, at the time I had a business partner here, and we're driving back, and he wasn't into the games at all compared to how I was. So I was like, yeah, this board is expensive, but it's Splatterhouse. And he had never played Splatterhouse, never heard of it. And he's like, okay, well, don't go too crazy on it, because we were still very new. And it was just kind of like, no, we need it. We need it. We got to have Splatterhouse. We have to. People are going to want to play that. So it was kind of like, it was just like, oh, we're getting it. We're getting it. We got it. We made sure we had it in a nice 25-inch monitor cabinet. And then we found out that one of our guys, Anthony Paparo, was extremely good at the game. And on this cabinet, there was a huge back and forth. We had Caitlin Oliver come in and set a world record on it, take down Anthony's scores. And they went back and forth a bunch of times. And now there is a guy, Zachary Allard, who in 2019 took the world record. It was adjudicated through Arcade, and he's got over 100,000 more points than Anthony and Caitlin have gotten. Caitlin Oliver's last score was 655,000. Anthony's last score was 716,000, and Zachary Allard's is 811,000. So we'll have to. I was in touch with Anthony not too terribly long ago, seeing if he'd be up for playing some. So we'll see. Hopefully Anthony gets it back one day. But that's a tough score to beat. Shout out to Brady. Thank you for being here, man. Child's saying, let the world see your third strike skills on a stream before you open to the public. I can do that. I can definitely do that. My third strike skills are... I had the world record for a while. They're less impressive when you're playing for score, because you've got to get perfects and speed kill on opponents. So it's more precision playing rather than trying to. I wouldn't say it's cheap playing, but there's patterns that you're running. So yeah, I could definitely do that. We did a tournament not too long ago in Third Strike, so it's set up for direct feed. So we can definitely do that too. Scotty, thank you for being here, man. Saying it's been a while. It has. Arnold saying, I can't wait to play Astro Fighter again. That is such an awesome game. So, it's so straightforward, but so much fun. Astro Fighter, great game. Let's see. Lumbo taking off. See you later, man. Carolyn, hello. Thank you for being here. Tim saying this is Friday, 5 p.m. Central Time. Yes, that is the next auction. Worminator is saying there's a creepier game. Is there a creepier game than Sinistar? Some might say Chiller, but, Sinistar, a lot of people on edge when Sinistar is coming after you. Tim saying Silent Hill. Yeah, that's another one. Paul DeCruz saying, are you a fan of Shinobi? Oh, I love Shinobi. I love Shadow Dancer. Genesis games, the Revenge of Shinobi, Shinobi 3, also awesome. And the Saturn Shinobi Legends, I believe. Very, very cool games. Kevin saying, what happened to the cocktail table games? So we used to have cocktail table games up at the front. We had maybe 6 or 8 of them along here and on the other side as well. And it's just a space issue. So Astro Fighter was like the last one. Rally X, both those we got upright versions for them because the games that we had in them were just awesome. But we really wanted to make sure or have the extra space. Charles saying Double Dragon 3. Shout outs to Andrea for joining us. She plays Kyla in Dark Presence. Very awesome to have you here. We just had Lumbo here, and I saw Chris today as well. So it's a Dark Presence reunion going on. The only person we haven't seen is actually Linda and Nick and Stan Mimrid played Mindmaster. Ozzy saying, do you guys have any plans? Do you guys plan having a limited capacity when Galloping Ghost reopens? We're gonna have to see what they're allowing us to do. Like our big thing that I think we're gonna insist on is that you not play within 2 cabinets of somebody else, and it's a pretty good distance. It's like, in many cases it's well over 6 feet, but we'll see. The fact that the building it's not just one building, it's 5 buildings long, so it doesn't make much sense to only have 10 people or 50 people in here. There's been days where there's 80 people in here, and it's like, it's you barely notice anybody's in here. So it's a big building. So we'll see, though. We'll see. Mike saying, Third Strike, what are prizes? So our last tournament, we had some cash prizes. It was pretty good. Little low turnout. There was another tournament going on that night, so we definitely need to do more Street Fighter tournaments and more Mortal Kombat tournaments. Definitely miss doing them with the regularity that we used to do. And now we've had our last tournament was at NBA Jam, which is so much fun. We had a developers day. So there was a lot of all the industry people. Eugene Jarvis was out, and Paul Niemeyer, and everybody that was working on it. It just really incredible. George Petro was here, and Josh Sway, and made for Tim Kitzrow, who was the voice of NBA Jam. So really amazing time, and definitely going to be doing more of those as soon as the lockdown is over. Patrick saying, will you ever have a MK11 cabinet like you used to have for MK Part 9? Patrick, we have one. We made one. Turned out great. Maybe I'll post a picture of it on Instagram. So make sure you're following us on Instagram under Galloping Ghost Arcade. I'll be posting a picture of the cabinet. We were streaming MK11 Aftermath. I think that was yesterday. GGA Jeremiah and Tommy Waffles were over there down at Jeremiah's place, and had me out to do a little bit of commentary. So a lot of fun. Definitely, he's really seeming to like Shiva. So he might be streaming that on our channel pretty soon too. Tim saying, and thus the Double Dragon 3 hatred begins. That game, the hatred for that started long ago. It's not a beginning now thing. That's the people that worked on it hated it, I think. Tim saying, Doc, did Tony's ever open back up? And what's some dining options when I come out to visit? So Tony's is about 8 or 10 blocks to the east now. They are not in their old building anymore. There's plenty of places. There's Fine Thai. There's Taco Stop right down the street. Let's see, Danny's Pizza. If you're looking to drive a little bit, so many great places in Brookfield. Burger Antics is incredible. So just ask whoever, when you're coming in, ask whoever's at the counter. They'll steer you in the direction of whatever you're in the mood for. Worminator saying, what is the most unique cabinet you've ever seen or played? So as far as cabinet uniqueness, there's a bunch, like Exterminator with its little house-shaped cabinet. That's pretty unique. But best overall, I would probably say Cosmic Cruiser, because it's got a little ship inside. I don't know if we can see that. I can't really show it. But little plastic spaceship with Captain Cruiser in there spinning around. Very, very cool. Mormonator saying, great Instagram idea, side art of the day. I keep saying I'm going to do that, and it always gets away from me. We'll start doing that on Instagram. That should be fun. Let's see. Joel, thank you for being here. Very awesome. Well, again, we've had so many things going on. I think I am going to take this time. I'm going to get back to it, get a few more machines working 100% and gone through, and we'll be even closer tomorrow. Still not sure when we're going to be able to reopen to the public, but we will be ready. So can't wait for it. Joel asking, is there a chance of Sunset Riders ever getting its own cabinet? It is a guarantee. I have a dedicated Sunset Riders cabinet in the vaults. Just need some space. But we're going to be knocking down the wall and doing the next expansion. Hopefully we're able to get a lot of those out soon, because we've got like 20, 25 maybe cabinet splits going on, and I think now I will get back to fixing some stuff. So appreciate everybody being here. We definitely, again, miss everybody very much, and hope everybody is doing well and being safe. And we just can't wait to be able to reopen and have everybody back and playing some great arcade games. So until tomorrow, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us. If there's anything you guys want to specifically see, let us know. We're definitely going to be doing some more live streaming as far as gameplay and everything soon. So I know I still owe everybody a live playthrough on Kung Fu Masters, so that'll be coming up, and Star Wars as well. So until then, everybody, thank you all so much. This is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade, and we hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Stay safe and be well. Thanks, everybody.